Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back to another video here in Joelster Gaming, and this time I'm going to make another video. This is going to be the third video of this Horizon Zero Dawn. Now, before I start, let me just say something straight. I'm not going to bombard you with 8 or 10 videos about the same subject, about this game. It's an awesome game, but I don't think you guys need 10 or 20 or even 60 videos about the same freaking game. All right, that is just absurd. That is just dumb. That is just like quantity instead of a quality video. All right, so instead I'm gonna show you something that I've been reading comments on my previous videos about trying the picture mode dynamic mode instead of game mode. Now, the reason I don't usually try dynamic, it's because dynamic, to me it's a bit colder, it's a bit brighter, but you can always adjust the settings on dynamic. Now, in this case, for example, I am running this on dynamic picture, right here, dynamic picture mode instead of game mode. Now, over here in dynamic, I did something different. This is going to be totally off from what I normally do, what my normal settings do on game mode. Now, as you can see right here, the settings are totally completely off. The backlight is at 15, brightness is at 50, contrast 100. Now, sharpness, I found this something interesting right here, guys. Usually I don't do sharpness because you can see some particles in here in the picture right here. So especially you guys won't see this at all over here. You probably won't even notice any difference if I bring it down or all the way up. But what I did notice, if I get closer, really closer, and especially right here in these lines right over here, and then I started to increase the value of sharpness, all those lines right here that you see that kind of soft, well, in sharpness, like right about 50, there's some black lines in between this, like sort of like an S. They start looking more solid, more sharp, because that's what sharpness does, obviously, duh. But anyways, so what I started noticing in this is that they actually look good. They actually look good. So like I said, I don't usually use sharpness. It's just on this video for just this, display purposes. I'm going to use it, and I'm going to leave it at 55. All right, so color is at 60 right now. I turn off this digital clean view, and auto motion plus smart LED is all the way high. All right, dynamic contrast is high. I like it high. Color tone standard, this is something else that changed right here. Now color tone, you can use cool or standard. That's it. We don't have warm 1 or warm 2 anymore. So this is, like I said, dynamic is more cold image right here. So that's pretty much the differences that we're going to find here. Now color space is some native. I'm going to change this to, oh wait a minute, I can't change this. So that's native, that's going to stay. Now if you go to game mode, you'll notice that all this are actually available, so you can turn them on or off. That's what I noticed on game mode right here. All right, and then you get more options as well. All right, okay, cool. So that's dynamic mode right here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put dynamic mode on one side, and I'm going to put game mode on one side, and I'm going to make a side-by-side comparison video right here, guys, on this video. And the only thing I also want to mention is that the reason that I only use dynamic mode mostly, and I prefer game mode, is because game mode gives you the lowest input lag on games. Now, do you need to have the lowest input lag in this game? Not really, because this is not a multiplayer game. This is not a fast-paced game like a first-person shooter. So no, you don't really need to have the lowest input lag. Now another thing. Wait, hold on. What the hell's going on? I've seen this guy in movies. Come on, man, let me in.
Make way! Make way! Braves, stand aside. He is welcome here. Mother's heart is open to you, child. Come. I assure you, most Nora aren't so rude as those.
Yeah, these guys are freaking a-holes.
Who else would I be? Come on now.
But
I've been
she's cool,
waiting for
actually.
this
She's
day,
actually cool.
You have? Oh, yes. But for the moment, I must leave you. I have other outsiders to keep safe.
Alright. I wasn't expecting this.
Envoys from another tribe, the Karja.
Alright, so I was saying, that was one of the reasons that I prefer game mode. Now, one thing to keep in mind, on game mode, this TV will be running about 19 point something, let's say 20 milliseconds of input lag, right? Now, outside game mode, this TV will run about 36.7 milliseconds, let's say 37 milliseconds of input lag. Okay, so that's about 17 milliseconds of difference of input lag. Now, like I said, this is not like a competitive game. This is not a first-person shooter. So if you're concerned about that, if you're more into competitive gaming and to have the lowest input lag, in the first place, you shouldn't be using a TV to play your video games. You should be using a gaming monitor. All right. So, oh, and also another thing to consider, the human eye will start noticing the difference of input lag after 50 milliseconds. So even if I'm running this with 36 milliseconds, you're still on the safe zone. All right. So let's do this comparison, shall we? All right, guys. Before I continue, I will show you what settings that I'm running on game mode. All right. Before I do this comparison, so as you can see, this is game mode. Just go into the settings, and these are the settings that I have here. These are the settings that I normally use here. Okay. Oh, this is like really red. There you go. Alright, guys, so let's roll this. Alright, so this is running with game mode. Yeah, this is game mode. This is how it looks with game mode, okay? Let's change it to dynamic. This is dynamic. Alright guys, so that's it for me right now. What did you guys think? What do you guys prefer? Dynamic mode or game mode? As of right now, I think I have dynamic. Yes, dynamic mode. Change this to game mode. Like I said, it's all about choices. It's all about what you prefer, what you like best. what do you think is best for your eyes. So in my case, I do like both of them. Mostly I prefer game mode because of the lowest input lag, but at the end it's all up to you guys. Alright, I just wanted to show you the differences on here in this video, and hopefully you guys like it. If you did, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you for watching. I'm out. Joelster out.